Yes, y'all know what it is, man. It's the Ern and Iso show. If you don't know now, you know we back at it. The dynamic duo, Philadelphia's finest, the world's fastest growing podcast. You know what I'm saying? And you're here with us, and we appreciate it, man. If you're new here, we ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe if you're watching us on a video or an audio platform. Small things to show you appreciate the big things that we do. But nonetheless, man, let's get into the pod the way we normally get into the pod. How was your week? How was your weekend? The weekend is getting nice, man. The weather's breaking, man. How was your weekend?
Everything's all right, man. Everything's cool. You know what I mean? Can't complain. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Got some things going on in the works, man, that we're gonna do real soon. Like I said, man, we're gonna get more interactive. And yeah, man, we're gonna have some fun, man. Now let me make sure we're gonna have some fun this year. I'm gonna get more interactive. I wanna be able to talk to y'all more. Now I mean, back and forth. Thank y'all for the if y'all writing in about the whole thing about the drug dealer thing. Know what I mean? That we had. We got some good responses from y'all, and we want to be more interactive with y'all. Know what I mean? Going forward. So thank y'all for that, man.
Yeah, man. As y'all know, like we are Philadelphia based, man, but we speak about things worldwide, nonetheless. And on the West Coast, what Operation Drawdown? You know what I'm saying? Operation Drawdown, as you know, was something that came with, I guess you still regard it as script leader. Big U, Eugene, turned himself in on the 20th of March. And the saga continues. And we're going to talk lightly on it. You know what I'm saying? Lightly on just the slight information we know. And, you know what I mean? Go back and forth with the conversation like we do, man.
It ain't necessary to talk about that because people, know what I mean, trust me, y'all been on, unless you've been under a rock, you done heard that already, about most of it already. What interests me is,
You think they care about that? They still want to hear more.
This whole shit, this whole stuff that I've been thinking about. All right, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, but not so much, man. Y'all just sit back and listen, because we probably gonna take it all over the place. But this stuff that's going on and people saying, like I said, I'm not from out there. I know a couple people that were raised out there in LA, and they have told me about, the gang culture and all that. But my thing is, when people go out there, because LA is a place that, especially if you're in the music, at the entertainment business, you're going to be out, you're going to end up having to go out there from time to time, because it is Los Angeles. It is a big market. The whole check-in thing, the thing of checking in. Now, the whole thing of checking in, to me, checking in would be if you know somebody from out there. If you know somebody from out there, somebody could give you some insight on like the lay of the land. You know what I mean? Because in a perfect world, you would be able to go everywhere and do anything and be safe, but that's not life. There's going to be people out there that's predatory all over the place. In a lot of these places, because especially if you are somebody who in the entertainment business or something like that, to where you look like you're doing well, and there's people out there that's not doing good. There's people out here starving. People out here don't have nothing, that want to be doing what you're doing or want to be making the money that they think that you make, or they just got to eat today. And their pocket might be empty, and they may think that your pocket is full. So, because a lot of people is a whole lot of back and forth about, the people should be checking in, shouldn't have to check in, they should have to check in, whatever, to do it or not do it. Listen, from the people, some people that I know that grew up out there and was raised out there, they say that's one of the worst things you can do.
Is checking?
Yeah.
I ain't checking in for shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even talking tough. I ain't checking in for shit where I go. But the mindset of, like, when shit do happen for the Ern and Iso podcast, we going to the places where it's safe to roam around. And I ain't out there no flashy shit. See, Motherfuckers do all that checking in because you want to like, we went to the hood there and then, why the fuck? Now I've been to the hood and I'm from the hood.
Right.
I don't care to see the hood there. You know what I'm saying? So
but we not rappers, so we don't think that we gotta prove ourselves that we from that.
Right. Like, like.
You know what I mean? They got a whole different mentality when they thinking that they think that they gotta prove that they're actual hood people. No, bro, I don't have to prove none of that.
Right.
Already came up like that.
Right.
And like I said, I already know some people who were born and raised in LA. My thing is, if you're not somebody I know, why would I go through lengths to call somebody and check in with you? I don't know you.
Right.
So what am I trusting you for any damn way?
Right.
That's just how I'm thinking.
So
bro, I don't know you.
I did kind of cut you off. Why did they say that was the worst thing to do?
For the exact reason I'm saying.
Okay.
If I don't know you, what am I checking in with you for?
Right. I got you.
I don't know you.
Right. I'm just I'm letting you know I'm landing.
Put me in contact with somebody that I don't know that I think is going to ensure my safety or ensure that somebody don't come set me up or rob me. As if they not trying to eat their damn self. Hey, you good. Listen, he going to be here at this time. That spot. Yeah, he already gave me the late. He going to be over here. He at this hotel. Y'all go get him. Then you wondering why you got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the things that's going on, we going to eventually have to go to different places. Mm-hmm. I'm not no goddamn rapper.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm going to be somewhere having to prove that, look where I'm at. I'm in over here, which known as the hood. Right. Now, you might see me pop up in some places because I'm one of them people, I like to eat at hood spots.
Okay.
I do. But I am not a rapper. I'm not some person with some, I'm trying to prove to you how tough I am, or I'm some gangster, or I really used to be out there at one point in my life in some damn street. I don't have to prove, I don't got none of that to prove.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And my thing is, if you somebody that I don't know prior, or you not somebody that knows we might know some of the same people, and I feel like the person I know is a solid person, and the person might tell you, no, such and such is a solid person, let them know. Now, I mean, I'll let them know. That's the only way that it will even get to that, to the closest thing to checking in.
Right.
If I don't know you, what am I checking in for? What would you be checking in for? I don't know you, bro. That don't mean that I trust you with my safety any damn way. If I was a rapper. But I guess some people, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a rapper. I don't have to go around to these places every so often. You know what I mean? I guess we're in the entertainment business or whatever. You're going to frequent some of these cities, not just LA, other cities. But because I ain't gonna say no names. You hear about, people that have been robbed out there and all type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My thing is, what is certain people going to do? Right. Because you might be checking in with somebody that next person flight, they not the end all be all. Right. That's just like if you come here to Philly. It's like when people you say, well, you listen to us, and I'm just, because people hit me up like that. Like, I can't ensure your safety, bro. I do a podcast, my man. Right, Dennis. You come in here and get in touch with me, like I'm supposed to be the end all be all. No, it's some people up in this joint starving, fam. You got to watch yourself. Yeah, I'm coming through. I don't run no security company, my man. Yeah. So is checking in like a form of extortion? Because do you give something for that? Do you just call like, yo, I'm gonna be there? Do you give something? I don't know what the protocol is. I don't know, because I ain't nobody to be checking in with, and I don't run no organization that we provide that. So I don't know. Yeah, it should just seem like some type of extortion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seemed like. Okay, we're going to say seem like. Yeah. Let's be for real. That's what do you... How can you even ensure my safety? You can't. So when something happened to you, how you going to say, well, I checked in with ISO. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I don't know what y'all doing with trying to rob me. You know what they going to say? Fuck ISO. starving. Who the fuck you think you is?
Yo, dog.
Motherfucker, you could say, yo, I checked in with the president, Donald Trump. You know what somebody gonna say? Fuck the president. Take that jewelry off. If you get your head blown off, dog. It don't matter. It's gonna be always somebody who don't respect it.
Yeah, it is. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna challenge it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is. So I checked it, thanks.
Right. Like a motherfucker gonna give a fuck.
Listen, if he was here, I'd rob his ass.
Right. Like somebody gonna give a fuck. Like that shit gonna stop something. That shit ain't gonna stop everybody. Now some people that might have love of me that might not do nothing to you that they might be wolves.
Right.
And they might feel like, okay, I seen him in a picture with Iso and I know Iso, so I'm gonna be off limits. Right. Everybody ain't gonna feel like that.
No.
I don't know everybody.
No. Oh, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
So I had to tell y'all, man. I tell y'all once again, like I told y'all a few years ago. I'm not no nigga to be checking in with. I don't run no security. I can't ensure nobody's safety when you come here. I can't ensure that you ain't getting goddamn robbed.
What if a motherfucker just hit you up like, what's the places of safety? Like, where should I go? Where shouldn't I go?
I mean, I can tell you that.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you what be the places to stay away from.
Right.
Especially if you some flashy motherfucker that make content or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
You might be one of them flashy people. Every time they see you got a car, you got a bunch of jewelry on.
Yeah.
Don't come here wearing that shit. I'm sorry.
Please don't.
Don't come here wearing that shit. Then you about to walk down the goddamn block with fucking hundreds of $1,000s worth of jewelry on.
Keep your ass in Center City.
Not even there. Somebody get your ass down there.
Shit, man.
It could be a motherfucker come out there to court. They ain't got nothing. They just gave their goddamn lawyer all their money. You walking around here with a bunch of jewelry on.
Yo.
Then what? You looking like food.
Yeah. What is this is crazy because what is the check-in directory? Like, you know, I mean, certain spots, we know of certain people that, you know what I'm saying, if you know them from the spot, you like, all right. But if you going somewhere like that you don't know, because everywhere got a hood.
Exactly.
Everywhere got a fucking hood. So it's like, yo, we got to show Missouri. Who we checking? Who we checking there? Like, it ain't like it's LA, like, yo, call such and such. We know the big people out there. Yo, we going out New York, call such and such. You going somewhere where you don't know nobody and you never even heard of nobody. Where's the check-in directory that you like, yo, we going to like, we got to join out Kentucky right now. And who do you check in with in Kentucky? Fuck do you know? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, man, that shit is extortion, man. That's us trying to do some mob shit, but not even doing it correctly. How the mob be like, yeah, you got to pay us for protection. That's us trying to do some shit like that. We not even doing it correctly.
Yeah, but see, like if it's somewhere and I don't know somebody, I know somebody that knows somebody that can like it to me. You gotta, you gotta try to. You just can't move just like naive. Anywhere I go, I don't give a damn if it ain't even gotta be LA. It could be goddamn. I could be out there in because like you said, it's the hood is everywhere. Yeah. It's people struggling everywhere.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? We could be out there in goddamn fucking North Dakota, South Dakota somewhere. Right. You think it ain't nobody struggling out there?
Right.
So it's gonna be cool if I want to walk around with a bunch of jewelry on out there. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to move cautious wherever you go. I'm just one of them type of people. Yeah. Would I like to be able to, go to the hood, know what I'm saying? And then because I'm one of them people, I want to start giving back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start here with Philly, and I want to be able to, hopefully as time go on, I want to be able to go somewhere and just it might be a program or something like that, a giveaway or something. So I do want to be able to do these type of things.
That's beautiful.
Like I said, I'm not no rapper, so you ain't gonna catch me. You're not gonna see me with a bunch. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be walking around, and I'm not one of them content creators where I gotta wear a bunch of jewelry all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking them people, but that does make you a target. Because there's probably people that are sitting there watching that, like, yo, if you came here with that and I seen you with that, I'm taking that off you. And some of these people some of the stuff they wear probably not even real. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these people jewelry is not even real.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's why I think I'll probably be able to move around more, because I'm not one of them type of people where I need to be decked out in a whole bunch of stuff, jewelry. If you ever see me coming through, no, I'll probably, because I want to start going around the schools and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start doing stuff like that across the country. Because it's also one of the things that I've been thinking about for a few years now is I would like to open up a school or some schools if I could possibly can. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up, my man.
I mean,
Then we got Ern here via satellite. Yo, I'm not there, but I want to wish my man the best. Right. Man, like, straight up, like, right. y'all do right. good in that joint.
Via satellite from where? Somewhere safe.
Yeah, somewhere you don't have to know.
Yeah.
Location unknown.
That's all right. All right, kids. Everybody call Ern a pussy for being scared to be here.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm like, y'all do good.
Right.
Y'all be safe when y'all get out of there.
Right.
Because it's still the hood.
You know what I'm saying? So, shit. I ain't gonna front. Now, I mean, y'all might find me in some places that I already fucking know he ain't gonna come.
Nope.
I already know.
And you
know what I mean? Yeah. So we got Iso from the Ern and Iso podcast.
Yup.
So
had me on the Zoom session. He there. I'm on the Zoom. Where you at? In the house with the doors locked. Right. I mean, right. Fuck all that, man. I've been in the hood my whole life, dog. I'm not entertained by going to somebody else's fucking hood and go through the same trauma that I'm going through here, looking over your shoulder and shit, especially somewhere where you don't know. But that's why I don't understand the allure of doing that. We comfortable in our hoods to an extent. You go somewhere where you don't know, that shit drops down. But I'm here and pull the cameras out, show the motherfuckers I'm here. They talking about I'm never here. I'm everywhere. They never there. Nah, man, who the fuck cares? The people there don't care that you came. Yesterday you should have been there. They was out. And, who gives a fuck? You ain't changed our life. You know what I'm saying? You gonna run into a small group of people that's gonna be like, that's crazy that you here. There's gonna be a couple motherfuckers that ain't gonna run up on you like, we getting that nigga tonight. Fuck that, man. Checking in.
Yeah, because to me that always sounded like, unless you are tight enough with them people, are you going to pay them people to travel around with you and be like your security? And my thing is, you're not from there, so are you 100% sure they are who they say they are? Because they can sit there and act like, don't worry about it, we got you. And the next motherfucker like, no, these the softest motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga lying, I run shit out here.
Right.
No, he run out here.
Yeah.
They don't run shit. He runs out.
Everybody. Everywhere you go, every time you go somewhere, I mean, I ain't gonna say no names of no places, but I know a nigga that whenever you say you going somewhere, he know a nigga that runs shit out there. For one, I ain't no street dude and I ain't no rapper, so I'm gonna be low key anyway. Don't nobody know. Right. I mean, now that I do a podcast now and I make content, more people recognize me. But this is back before I even did a podcast. No, don't worry about, cause I know the boy that runs shit out there. I can link you up with him. Why, bro? I'm going from the hotel I'm saying that all the public places, I'm going to the tourist spots, my man.
That's how you gotta do it.
I'm not going to the trenches, bro. I'm not going to the hood and just sitting and just standing on some corner and sitting on somebody's step. Or I'm just gonna post up outside of a store and just be standing out there.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not no rapper or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't got none of that to prove.
When things change, though, you know what I mean? Because you my bro, I feel obligated to go out there with you, but I'm going to be the motherfucker you probably not going to want around. All right, we did it. Can we leave now? How long you going to stay out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
yo, go the fuck home, though.
You're like, no. Because I already, see, this is the crazy thing. I already know that. I already planned for that. I already know that. You're going to see me out and about more than you see him.
Yeah, you are.
You trust me, you are.
Yeah, you are.
So I already know that about him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be time when we gonna be somewhere, but we just gonna be moving different.
Yeah.
He gonna be at the fucking hotel all goddamn day.
Yep.
I'm one of them niggas. I'm gonna be at the strip club.
Chilling. I'm acting like we an married couple. Yo, how long you gonna be out? Yo, it's like 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
So trust me, I already know that. Y'all gonna see me out more than y'all see him.
Turn your location services on so I can see where you at.
You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I already know that.
Yo, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so.
Yo. It's crazy because, like, yo, I don't understand why motherfuckers, we see the dangers in this shit because we seen, like I said, it's like rinse and repeat. We watch somebody make the mistake of doing that, but we always think that we above that and it won't happen to us. You see the mistakes of somebody going somewhere, going to somebody else's hood, and then you see the downfall from it. And then you want to duplicate that in another hood and think that, yo, I'm above that won't happen to me. That's the mistakes that we make.
Yeah.
We're better than the next person. I don't know how we think that shit all the time, but we think we're better than the next person.
No, I mean, I have to prove to people that the majority of these people aren't tough, that I'm tough.
Yeah.
I have to prove myself that I'm tough and I'm hood and I'm gangster. The people that aren't, the majority of the people that saying that aren't tough, aren't hood, and aren't gangster. They just online people just making a bunch of comments.
Right.
You scared to go to the hood. Somebody that grew up in the damn suburbs sitting there typing that. You don't know who's typing behind that comment. That's what I mean. You got people out here trying to prove that they gangster to people who they've been in the suburbs their whole damn life going to private school. Just typing crazy in the comments.
Right.
Like I said, some of y'all sitting around going back and forth with people, arguing with people about, yo, you didn't slide for such and such. You need to go slide for them. A person, you arguing going back and forth with a person that never touched a real gun in their life and probably never will.
Never will. Never faced with the dangers that you've been faced with in your life.
Never. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta prove to them that I'm somebody.
You ain't slide. Yeah, you ain't slide, but you are. Yeah, you didn't slide. Somebody that's telling you that when something happened and popped off, they went and told the teacher.
Right.
You arguing with them though. So yeah, some of y'all, yeah, but that whole phenomenon about checking in, like that never made sense to me. If like I said, I don't know who y'all know as rappers, but if I was a rapper, like if I don't personally know you, what am I doing that for? Because I wouldn't trust you no damn way. But then my thing is, when y'all go to some of these places, I understand that everybody don't got a whole bunch of money for security and all this and that, but some people gonna get the drop on y'all because some of these people was out from when y'all get out there. Some of these people are affiliated with some of these other people. They family of some of these people that do wrong. These people that's wolves. Just like if you go and you get off the damn plane, you at the airport. Some of the people that work at the airport, they might be family a part of these gangs or family members of somebody do is text. Somebody got to do is text you. Somebody that work at the airport can text, yo, such and such just got off the plane. I mean, I just got done talking to him. I just carried his luggage. Yeah, he going to such and such hotel. Yep. Or the person that got the goddamn Uber or the damn car service. Yeah, such and such. Yeah, I got such and such. I'm picking them up. I'm taking them such and such hotel.
Yep.
So it's no way unless you got 100% your own people every step of the way. Somebody going to find out where you at, what you doing, your itinerary as they call it. These people that work at the hotel, how many people get set up? Oh, we got robbed and we were out. The hotel room got broken into, or what they be talking about, all the people that live some people that live in Atlanta be talking about now the whole thing about everybody that's the influencers and country kids, all the people, they be living in apartment buildings, certain apartment buildings and all that.
Right.
So now the new thing is when they ain't there, people getting into apartment buildings. So people was like, it gotta be inside job somewhere because how you even getting inside the building?
True.
To get all the way up there to my floor to get inside the building. So now you got that going on. Man, you gonna have that stuff no matter where you go. Because somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Somebody at a hotel room, somebody work at a hotel might call somebody else. Yeah, such and such is up here, came in here with like all this jewelry on.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is a text message. Yeah, what room they in? They in room such and such, or room this and that. So my whole thing is the check-in is going to protect you from what when you go somewhere. Unless you, like I said, unless you are a rapper and you're like, oh, well, I know this person I'm checking in with. I really, really know them. And they going to roll with me when I go to this club or do this performance or if I go to this event or something like that. And they're respected. But if they the people that's checking with me and then the next person walking up and just slapping them in their face, telling me something, you checked in with him? What is he gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yo, the motherfucker you checked in with, dog, he gotta check in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
The fuck? Yeah, man.
So that's why, like I said, I ain't gonna see him leave, but I've been hearing about people ever since I was trying to get into the music business. I've been hearing about stories of people getting robbed out there. You know what I mean? But those be people that they just want to be. I mean, I understand you don't want to be confined, and you do want to be out and about, especially if it's some place you ain't never been in. But you got to be careful, man. It's people that don't have nothing, man. Some people are struggling, man. And especially when you talk to some of these rappers, when y'all talking some of this that y'all talk on these records, there's some people out there that want to touch that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, it is.
Like I say, everybody think they tough. Know what I mean? If you got a goddamn pistol, I got a shotgun. You got a goddamn shotgun, I got a goddamn machine gun. You got a machine gun, I got a rocket launcher. You got a rocket launcher, I got a tank.
Right.
So that's, to me, I'm like, and then, that was always, I mean, some people just look at some people as targets, man. Rappers looked at as a target in some of these places because you feel like you gotta have that shit on all the time.
Yep.
You gotta have a bunch of jewelry on. Some of y'all some of y'all is showing money, and then thinking you gonna be walking around. So if somebody just seen you online, holding money up to your ear, or fucking spreading a bunch of money, doing the damn money spread and all this and that y'all doing.
Right.
Okay, some people think that you walk around like that. But some of y'all want to show it off. I don't know to prove to who. I have no clue. Because the people that's going to love your music like your music. They don't give a damn whether you flashing money or not. I don't know what y'all flashing money in public going to make, except it's going to be somebody that's hungry enough that's going to come to take it. And they might show up at a time where you may not even have all that. That may be some phony fraud and shit that you doing.
True.
But they don't know that. All they know is you was on a video showing money. So now if they see you, you may not even have that. And some of y'all chicks need to stop doing that too. Because some of these people don't have no pics. Some of y'all out here showing money and all this and that. Some of y'all chicks is on here showing money. So y'all need to cut that shit out. Some people don't have no pics. I don't know why women think that ain't nothing gonna happen to them or they not gonna get robbed because they women. Y'all walking around with jewelry on too. Y'all walking around showing off money and all this and that. Don't make no sense to me. There's some people in the world that don't have no pics. So, like I said, but you know, like you said, it's gonna fall on deaf ears because people gonna feel the need to prove that how hood they are, how gangster they are, and some people gonna walk around with that jewelry on because, like a lot of people say, that is like their self-worth and self-esteem is attached to that. Because they felt like they was nobodies. They probably felt like they was nobodies until they had all that on. That's why they gotta walk around with it on all day. Every time you see them, they gotta have a whole bunch of jewelry on. So now, if somebody's watching that, and that's all they ever see you with on, and they might see you in real life, you got it on. I'm coming to get they coming to get that. So, and a lot of y'all not. Some of y'all not ready for that. Y'all not prepared. And y'all security ain't prepared. Some of y'all security ain't prepared to die for y'all. Some of y'all security not going to die for y'all. They not going to die to protect y'all stuff. And then two, if somebody run up and pull and blow a hole through security, then what? Security ain't bulletproof. You think because this motherfucker's big that he bulletproof? He can get his head blown off just like anybody else can. Because somebody want it bad enough, and there's some crazy ass motherfuckers out here that want that shit no matter what. So they gotta lay somebody down for it. They lay them down. I don't know why people think because they big that make them bulletproof. Because some people walk around with that attitude. Because you big, you're not bulletproof.
Shit, you big, you got even more. Motherfucker, damn shit.
Exactly, because that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Yeah. The first, I'm not. You think I'm about to fight you when I roll up? You think I'm about to try to overpower you?
Damn sure that gonna.
No, nigga. The first thing I'm doing is aiming for your fucking head.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing somebody gonna do. I ain't got time to be trying to tussle with you and get fucking manhandled. So a lot of that gonna be put to the goddamn. Some of that shit gonna be put to the test if they want you bad enough.
Right.
Especially some of y'all, dude. Y'all, man. Listen, every goddamn video, some of y'all got a bunch of jewelry on and stacks of money in every goddamn video y'all in. Some of these rappers, some of these content creators, yes. And there's some people out here who hungry, who want that shit, that don't have it, don't have nothing. And listen, so that's why that's why when everybody be talking about the whole check-in thing, I'm like, are you checking with people that you actually know? Because what you checking in with me for, I don't know you.
Because we still hear the stories of motherfuckers that go through situations. So who is you checking in with?
Right.
You watching from afar? Oh, I told you don't go there. You made the left. I said make the right. I that part of the town. I don't got the fuck out of there.
Right. Because my thing, yeah. So, and then you checking in with people they at warhead too. Ain't like they just the end all be all and they just running anything. Who the hell you checking in with? That's the end all be all. Unless you know somebody that is the end all be all here. Because, like I say, no shade to LA, but their culture is the gang culture.
Right.
Just because you the man in this area,
right.
Are you respected all over this whole place that I'm going, everywhere I'm going?
Exactly.
Because if you the man here and then 3 blocks away, they saying, fuck you, what does it matter?
Right. Right.
Because their culture is gang culture. Just like here. If you somebody that's respected in this part of the city, but you don't run every goddamn thing.
Right.
What does it matter?
Right.
So like I'm saying, I'm not saying that if you are somebody that might know somebody in that particular city that can help you move around or something like that, if you really know them. But that whole thing just seemed like a hustle to me. Checking with such and such. I go checking with such and such. I'm a damn rapper. I tell them now I just gave them my whole goddamn itinerary. Dude, when I'm coming out here this day. I'm staying in this place. I gotta go this place to perform. I need this but I don't know you. Now I get robbed. Well, what happened? Such and such people. Somebody robbed me. Where was you at? There. Yeah, man, you shouldn't have been over there. Right. Yeah, because you ain't nobody to the people over here. You only the man right here.
Right.
So to me, I don't think, I'm like, well, how the hell does that help you any?
Right. Or a motherfucker lied to you in that situation.
Exactly.
No, I'm going to get your shit back. Motherfuckers ain't know that you know me. Don't worry about it. I'll make a couple calls and shit, figure out what happened. I get your shit back. Whatever.
Yeah, so, I mean, to y'all, man, to y'all guys that's out there, y'all rappers, y'all guys are trying to be rappers. When y'all make it, eventually y'all got to start going to different places. Yeah, I don't know how you cut that down if everybody been knowing you gonna come here for months to do a damn show.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you can do other than real security or, you know, if you got some trustworthy people that have around you. But my thing is, if you're already from the street and that person that's with you is from the street, that might be your man to hold you down. But now you talking about how you gonna hold you down if he ain't got no gun. The person got to have a gun. Then now you're talking about crossing state lines with guns. A lot of people got criminal records. Yep. So now you get into all of that. You're taking a big ass risk because now some people are taking a risk trying to hold you down because they might not even supposed to have a gun. You know what I'm saying? But the places that y'all going, how can you not have one? Mm. Now you're talking about being in a whole nother state with a gun. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, man. Yeah, because everybody said that check-in. That's why I know what you mean when you say, yo, I ain't with the check-in. It's not no, it's not no trying to be super tough or no tough guy, no gangster type of thing. But if I don't already know you, what good is that going to do me?
Yeah, nothing.
Cause now I gotta trust that you gonna look out for me. I don't know you, bro.
Right.
Know what I mean? It's bad enough I don't know. Like I said, you can be at the damn airport. You don't know who fucking seen you walking through the airport. True. And text somebody that they know.
True.
Such and such in the airport. Or you calling this person, or this person that we got the car service, but the car service, they got them cousin is a motherfucker who rob people. So he told me, so he already texting that I'm going to this hotel, that hotel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially if you one of them people that you a damn rapper or something like that. You been talking that shit in your rhymes. You walking around wearing jewelry. They see you with a bunch of money. Every time they see you with stacks of money, what are you going?
Shit, you talking about they got the family members. You gotta think, nigga, the nigga that work in the airport, they from the hood too. They trying to eat too.
Exactly.
Oh, that nigga here, okay. Uber driver too. Uber driver know exactly where he dropping you off at. Oh, all right, you over here? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You sitting in the Uber driver, you got $1 million worth of jewelry on. Right. He driving Uber.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I've been hearing that for.
That's what I'm saying. We go to places asking dumbass questions. Yo, where the hood at out here? Fuck. Y'all wanna go to the hood and shit. Cause I wanna touch the people. Niggas, people everywhere. Fuck is you talking about? We ask dumbass questions. We put ourselves in crazy situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, man. I was thinking about that because I do think about as, you know what I mean, as we do more and more things, you know what I mean, eventually, you know what I'm saying, we going to start moving around and venturing out. Like I said, I'm not no rapper, none of that, but I've been thinking about the whole, why some people check in, and you hear about some people that got robbed that checked in anyway. Checked in.
Is that shit only a hip hop thing though, dog? Cause like it be celebrities that go around, move around. You don't hear about Denzel had to check in when he came.
Because we don't. Because remember, we coming from the hip hop. The hip hop culture comes from the streets.
Right.
Those things that come in the streets.
Right.
Just like you don't see Denzel walking around with a whole bunch of jewelry on.
True.
You don't see Denzel putting a goddamn brick of money up to his ear and talking about something. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is some predatory hip hop shit. And it extends into content creation because some of these content creators act like rappers and entertainers.
True.
They walk around with a bunch of jewelry on, flashing money all damn day. Then wonder what, you know what I mean? Just like you seen the joint a couple years ago. My man was like showing off money. People walked up and tried to take it from him.
Right.
Common ass sense. What world you living in? Oh, no. We came here for autograph. Man, get that fucking money up. You ain't got shit. You sit out here with stacks of fucking money. What world you living in? What world is some people living in? And people, how soon we forget. People think because you got it, everybody got it.
Right.
No. We still ain't got shit. You think you about to come here after I done seen you flashing a bunch of money all over the goddamn internet. Every time I see you on the internet, you flashing a whole bunch of goddamn money. And what we supposed to do? And then you here live in our face with a bunch of jewelry on.
Yep.
And pull out a stack of money.
Yep.
Somebody come to get that shit from you. What world is you living in, bro? I don't understand what some of y'all be thinking. I don't. I truly don't. Because you got a couple of dollars, trust me, some people that don't have nothing. Remember that, man. But what else I want to say before I get up out of here, man? Yeah, that's why I never understood about the whole check-in thing, because unless you checking in with somebody who just control goddamn everything, everybody ain't gonna respect this person. Like you say, it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna step up to challenge somebody. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn who such and such is. I don't give a damn about them. So you always gonna have that problem. Now, I mean, if you want them people, especially you want them people that you walked around, every time somebody see you on the internet, you got a bunch of jewelry on, you flashing a bunch of money. This whole money flashing, showing that people that you got a bunch of money. I have no clue why y'all do that. I have no clue what y'all trying to prove. Who y'all trying to prove it to. But people ain't gonna never stop doing that. Mm-hmm. People not. So people ain't gonna stop trying to get it from y'all. So, know what I mean? Stay safe out there. Try to stay, keep your head up, your eyes open.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because it's easy to be fooled though. Like a motherfucker could come visit Philly from LA. They come visit Philly. We won't be guests on the Ern and Iso show, and you out here with us, and because you see how we move out here, you think like, damn, they really know the layout out here. I just lived out here and I walked these blocks 300 million times, and I'm not worried about certain shit. So now you thinking like, yo, we about to go out there checking with Ern and them. I'm checking with me, motherfucker. I'm from here. I know how to move. So you can go somewhere like, you know what I mean? See how a certain motherfucker moving, and you be fooled by that shit.
Yeah, because somebody may understand, like, because I'm from here, and some people, they love me.
Right.
So I'm going to have to worry about that. Same way if I go out there, because you may be from out there, everybody got love for you, so they wouldn't rob you or do nothing to you. That don't mean I go somewhere and somebody may do something to me. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because that's, I think people get that shit fucked up. I think rappers get that fucked up. I'm going to go check in with such and such. Well, such and such person is from here, so ain't nobody going to rob them.
True.
Nobody do nothing to them out of love they got for them. You Nigga, you may be, you know what I'm saying? You might be food to somebody that's going to try you.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, yeah, because I always been that type of person where, like you said, I'm from Philly, so I always been comfortable just going anywhere. But like I said, I'm not a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not walking around with a bunch of jewelry on, and I'm not online with a bunch of money showing a bunch of goddamn money. Some of these people turning themselves into targets. Some of these people will turn themselves into targets because every time somebody see your ass, you got a bunch of jewelry on and you flashing goddamn money.
Right.
So now if they see you in real life, what are they supposed to think? They're going to think you got money on you or you walk around with that goddamn jewelry. But some of y'all doing it to yourself because some of these people probably got fake jewelry on.
True.
So they probably comfortable going anywhere that it's not real. But that person that might blow your head off but don't know that it's not real.
True.
That person that might run down on you might know that it ain't real because you might be thinking, well, it ain't real. So if they get robbed for it, it's not worth what people think it's worth. It's not worth nothing. But would that matter if somebody come out here and shoot you over it? They don't find out it ain't real till after they done shot you. The damage already done.
Right. Right. Yeah, you right.
So that's my whole thing with the whole check-in thing. Not to say like if you don't know somebody, you know what I mean? Because if you know somebody, you might call somebody like, you know, I'm gonna be in such and such city. I'm gonna be in your city and I ain't never been there before. What's the layout or something like that? Or you might come hang out with me and see me or something like that. But you got, you somebody that I trust. But checking in with people you don't goddamn know from a hole in the wall. Like I said, I'm not a rapper, so I'm probably not on them same type. I'm not probably on the same people radar. Like,
true.
No, we want the motherfuckers that walk around with the goddamn money and the jewelry. We don't give a fuck about no damn podcasters. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so other than that, man, I mean, I really got too much more to say to that, Jones. Jones straight to the point.
Yeah, it was.
Cause I always kind of like, I was always thinking like that, and my sentiments was kind of like how, like you said, like checking in, cause I'm like, unless you somebody that actually real life know, what am I checking in with you for? Or you know somebody like I know somebody that say that I feel like is solid, that knows you and you and the things and tells me that you're solid. That's the only way I would even think to do that.
Right.
Other than that, I'm not trying to think with somebody I don't know from nowhere and think that you're gonna be loyal to me or have my best interests. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. Like I said, I ain't really gotta think too much like that because, like I said, I'm not no rapper or nothing like that. But or some ball player or something that's walking around that you think got a bunch of money and is walking around with a bunch of jewelry on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shout out to the ball players, man. I think the ball players. Somebody said this online, and I think that is true. Not that I'm trying to like target ball players or nothing like that, but the ball players' jewelry be looking like it be shining more than the rappers' jewelry.
I mean, it should. They the ones with the guaranteed contracts.
You see what I'm saying?
Shit.
Because remember that joint Jalen Hurts had on, like his
yeah, that joint look crazy.
His diamonds was dancing like Chris Brown.
Yeah, that joint was
his
crazy.
Diamonds was dancing like Michael Jackson, yo.
Yeah.
Then you seen, remember when they seen Saquon put the joint around his neck?
Yeah.
The number, them shits was dancing like Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
man.
it was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was.
But see, that's a type of person where if you seen Jalen here, people have so much love for him. People probably wouldn't even try him here. People wouldn't do nothing to him here.
Yeah.
But he went somewhere else. Somebody would probably try to rob him for that.
Probably would.
He could probably walk, Jalen Hurts could probably walk down the street with that on, and people will be asking for an autograph and a picture and we might probably do nothing to him.
Wouldn't even care.
Just like a person like, if Allen Iverson walked down the street, Allen Iverson can walk down the street here by himself with jewelry on.
Yeah.
And people got so much love for him, wouldn't nobody try to do nothing to him.
Right. $1 million with jewelry on, won't care.
But that's AI.
Right.
Somebody else probably come down here and walk down the street with that you gonna get a gun put in your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right. You rob A out here, motherfucker. You can't even tell nobody. You tell somebody they get mad at you and shit. Just ran down on AI. Fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're right, man. This is a different dynamic of it.
So, yeah, because he been around, man. Hey, I've been here for years, man. You ain't never hear about nothing happening to him here. You're not going to do the people got too much love for him here.
Right. Talking about Pay LaBelle still living in a real home, bro. Pay LaBelle still living in a real home. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to do nothing patty. Chime in at all. At all. So, you're right. I think a lot of that shit, like you said, is the hip hop mentality. A lot of this, we draw that attention on ourselves. Like, we walk around like we bigger and badder than we are. You know what I mean? We want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? We want to be heard, and we want to go to the fucking craziest parts to say that we was there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of that shit has to do with that, man. The hip hop mentality draws a lot of that negative attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That should be crazy, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, I ain't got too much more to say about this one, man.
You done said what you had to say. Right to the point.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, y'all this, like I said, you can say it a million times, but people, like I said, especially rappers, they just gotta prove they hood, they gangsta, they tough. I gotta prove that by going to the worst places. Know what I'm saying? I gotta go to the trenches everywhere I go and try to prove. And not all but I said, man, a lot of people make themselves targets. Then you can't be surprised if somebody try to get you. If all somebody ever seen you online is a bunch of jewelry and showing off a bunch of money, can you be surprised if you go somewhere and somebody done lined you up? Can you be surprised by that? So, you know, unfortunately, that is a part of life, man. Other than that, man, I ain't got too much more to say about this one, man. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for the love and support. Like I said, man, we working on some things, and hopefully, you know what I mean, this year, you know what I mean, be a great year. I do want to start doing live shows, man. So we trying to get that in the works. Of course, we're like the first one to be here in Philly. So try to get that done. But other than that, man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the love and support. I ain't got too much more to say, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all supporting us and listening to us, man, and turning us into one of the well, we keep saying fastest growing podcast, but at this point we are, even though a lot of people don't acknowledge it, we have become one of the biggest podcasts in the world, the most popular podcasts in the world. That is crazy that we are considered in the same like vein or like stratosphere as like Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan is the number one podcast in the world. And like a lot of places like consider us to be like one of the top podcasts like around about with them. Some other podcasts are like known as like the top podcast in the world. And us to be mentioned now with them, it's like, you know, I'm very, very grateful for that.
Yep. Yeah, man. It is what it is. We appreciate y'all for everything. And with that said, we out, y'all. Peace. Until next time.